from Armageddon in the days after the fire, when our town was full of tanks and fire engines and smoke, and it was like Armageddon in here, and the road wasn't open for 39 days. And from that day, or from those few days, it's been great to have a common voice throughout that whole mess. As different organisations rolled into town, as they did, one after the other, some bearing money, some bearing gifts, it was really good to have a central organisation to bring all of those different opportunities to the table in a sensible way. And that's happened really well, for the most part. All of the organisations were able to collaborate with the MADRA team and also with each other, which meant that we were getting the most benefit from what was available and what was needed. We were able to advocate most strongly for what was needed, because when an organisation came to MADRA and said, "What do you think about this?" we could say, "Here's the recovery plan, it says that." It's been really interesting to see the change as organisations try to go back to the business as usual model when our recovery journey is far from over. And so we're seeing a lot at the moment, and it's really good that we still have MADRA, because now more than ever I feel we need to campaign on some issues such as mental health, wellbeing services, case management services, services that have been provided by the Royal Flying Doctors, Red Cross, and all of the other organisations. As budgets run out and as those organisations withdraw services, it has been really important for us to be able to campaign on those services that are still absolutely essential and that we can't afford to lose. Right now, we're in that space where the world has gone back to business as usual outside of the heavily impacted communities. And so even throughout Gippsland, in the less impacted communities, everybody's pretty much moved on and forgotten all about it. And it's really important to have an organisation like MADRA and others who can pull people back and say, but hang on, we've only rebuilt 30 out of 123 homes lost. We still have X number of families living in unsuitable modular housing. We still have all of these unfinished projects that haven't been repaired since their bushfire damage. We still have an enormous amount of recovery work to be done, and we're nowhere near business as usual yet.